A controversial AI safety bill vetoed by California Governor Gavin Newsom this weekend. It would have been one of the first moves towards oversight of the new tech, but is it too late for regulation to catch up? Deirdre Bosa has more in today's Tech Check. And the criticisms I heard, Deirdre, were that it was overbroad and, they had to, consider the effects on humanity or something? Explain.
You always got to consider the effects on humanity, but you're right, Kelly. In this case, it was too broad. And let me explain. But first, let me tell you, too, here that Governor Newsom is trying to strike a very tricky balance. Opponents of the bill, including OpenAI, Meta, Google, they will applaud this veto. They called its standards ill-defined, and they argued that it could ultimately stifle innovation. Now, Newsom, he also seems to be trying to appease the research community, which largely supported the bill, by bringing in high-profile researchers like Fei-Fei Li to work on a new and more comprehensive set of guardrails. In his letter, he calls Li the godmother of AI. I just spoke by phone, though, to the godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton. He is a prominent AI researcher as well who supported the bill. He told me that the veto was another example of profits trumping safety. He says he hasn't heard from Newsom or been asked to work on the committee setting out these new guardrails, but if he was asked, he would do it. Now, Newsom rejected the bill in its current form, saying it applied only to the largest and most expensive AI models. He argues that other smaller AI systems, they can be deployed in high-risk environments or involve critical decision-making or the use of sensitive data, and they wouldn't be covered by this bill. Frontier models, they can be deployed for customer service chatbots, while smaller AI systems, they might be used for AI forecasting to manage electricity grids where the stakes are much higher. This is a point that also underscores how quickly the industry is developing. The worry when it comes to regulating, of course, is that the tech moves faster than the lawmakers can, and guardrails get pushed out further, or it doesn't sufficiently address the most pressing concerns. Now, in his letter vetoing the bill, Newsom acknowledges this, saying, quote, "Let me be clear, we cannot afford to wait for a major catastrophe to occur before taking action to protect the public." And Kelly, a kill switch was one of the major proponents of the bill that just got vetoed. This idea that companies developing the models, they need to incorporate a switch to turn off the AI as it gets more and more advanced, to your point about humanity.
Well, I was going to ask, what are the other, I find it very hard to look around the corner and foresee what the biggest problem with new technology is going to be. In the era of social media, the fact that it would be sort of teen mental health became something that was apparent 5-10 years down the road, maybe longer. So what is the specific harm they're most concerned about with AI that they right now are confident that they could avoid?
I mean, I don't think anyone's very confident that they can avoid it, but there's this balance of letting the companies, specifically here in California, which has the majority of generative AI companies, develop and innovate, not stifling that innovation. But what the bill that was just vetoed wanted to do was hold them accountable for some of those impacts that we don't yet know what will be. So basically giving the government the ability to sue companies if they don't comply, if they don't have third parties to go in and check, if they don't build that kill switch, if they don't have certain protections around whistleblowers. And that's sort of the problem. That's why a lot of these companies said that the standards were ill-defined, Kelly, because we don't know what the effects are. And that is always the problem with regulating. You don't know until the technology really develops what some of those unintended consequences are going to be. So you leave it up to the industries themselves to self-police. Social media was not good at that. AI, open question. Maybe they will be. There are robust safety teams at a lot of the companies developing these models, but also some problems, too. You look at OpenAI that has lost a lot of their prominent safety people.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of kind of and if the governor is right and he supports this in a slightly tweaked form, then time will tell whether that's the case or not. Do you do something with the board, for instance? I don't know. I think these questions.
And are these companies ever going to want to be held accountable, or are they just going to keep saying they can do it themselves?
Oh, for sure. No, they love to self-police. Deirdre, for now, thanks. Appreciate it.